9, 10. Oh. Hey, Mark McKillier here with Live Anabolic, and today I have a fantastic high-intensity workout for all you beginners out there, and then the best thing about it, it only takes 10 minutes. All right, so you guys might have heard me talk about high-intensity interval training, or HIIT training before. Guys, it's a fantastic way to get in a really good cardio workout, and it's way more effective than doing those long, steady state, those long, boring cardio workouts that everybody hates. Look, I hate getting on the treadmill and running for 30, 40 minutes. I don't like going outside and running for 30 or 40 minutes, okay? I don't care if it's the Stairmaster or the elliptical, just doing the same steady state cardio. While you're checking your watch, and it just goes on and on and on. Yes, that's good for you. It's great for your heart, but it's not the most effective way to burn fat and get a really good condensed workout in a very short time frame. That's why I really recommend all you guys, especially older guys. This actually is more important for us older guys once you get over 40, 50, 60 years old. Do these high intensity interval training workouts, guys. So it's more of a sprinter's mentality without actually having to go outside and sprint and pull a hamstring, okay? So this is gonna be 5 real straightforward, simple exercises so all beginners will be able to do this, all right? I want you to do today's workout in a circuit training fashion, and let me explain. Circuit training means we're gonna go through each exercise one after the next, okay, without any rest in between the exercise. So 5 exercises back to back to back, okay? And at the end of those 5 exercises, that's one circuit. That's when you can stop and catch your breath. But we're gonna keep that rest period pretty short, about a minute, okay? Then you're gonna do the circuit again. So today's workout, 5 exercises, each exercise just 10 reps, and then 3 circuits total. You should be able to do all of this, rest periods included, in under 10 minutes. So the first exercise is something called a thruster. Now, before I pick up these dumbbells, I want to show you the form if you were doing it basically with no weight, okay? So a thruster, guys, is basically a squat with an overhead press, okay? So if I didn't have dumbbells, all right, I would hold my hands here, I would go down in the squatting position and then come straight up, okay? I'm thrusting my arms straight over my head. So it's down, up, 2, 3 reps, 4 reps, all right? Now guys, if you're a true beginner, all right, and this is hard to do with weights, I'm fine with just using your hands, okay? No extra weight. But dumbbells really make it more effective, and you don't need a lot of weight, guys, okay? So anyway, I'm just gonna step you through the form on all 5 exercises first, and then after that, we're gonna go through an entire circuit so you can see me doing all this stuff back to back, all right? So thrusters start right here, some lightweight dumbbells, all right? Feet wide apart. I want you looking straight forward when you go down, and then as you go up, you can look up, okay, at the ceiling. And come down, all right? All right, real straightforward, guys. Those are thrusters. Now, exercise number 2, we got to get out on the floor for, and this is called a bicycle cross crunch, all right? So this next exercise is going to be hitting our core. Now, guys, when I say 10 reps, okay, I always mean 10 on each side if we're doing some kind of an alternating exercise, and that's what this is. So, bicycle cross crunch, I'm just going to take my fingers and put them on my temples or just to the side of my ears. Don't interlock your hands and put them behind your neck because you'll end up pulling your chin forward, okay? So right here on the side, all right, what I'm going to do is bring my legs up and I'm going to cross, okay, over from side to side. So basically my legs are pumping back and forth like I'm pedaling a bicycle. And of course, the cross is the crunch part, okay? So I need to do 10 on each side, all right? That is exercise number 2. Now, of course, next exercise number 3, to keep your heart rate up and to keep you moving, you gotta stand back up, all right? We're gonna get back up. Now we're gonna do some 2-arm dumbbell curls. I recommend you just use the same weight that you were using with your thrusters. It doesn't need to be a lot of weight, guys, but I want you to do both arms at the same time, okay? And at the bottom of the movement, see how my palms are facing towards my thighs? They're facing inward. And as I bring the dumbbells up, as I curl the dumbbell, I rotate my arms so that the palms are facing straight up at the ceiling. So do 10 of these, nice, slow, controlled movement. Don't jerk, okay? Don't swing them up with your back, all right? And then exercise number 3, guess what? Back down on the ground, okay? Push-ups. Everybody knows how to do a push-up, all right? I want you to do them the traditional standard way, if at all possible, okay? Nice straight back, all right? Down and up all the way, nice and controlled. The problem is, if you're a beginner, you may not be able to do 10 consecutive push-ups. That's fine. This is how I want you to do, okay, these 10. So let's say you can only get 3, okay? 1, 2, and you just, oh golly, 3. Don't stop, don't give up. Get down on your knees, okay? And then we're gonna go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all right? So do as many as you can the traditional way, okay? And then when you fail, keep going on your knees until you get to 10 push-ups. All right, now the 5th and last exercise, standing back up. Now, this doesn't require any dumbbells or anything. These are called knees to elbows. Now, once again, I'm gonna put my fingers on my temples, just like when we were doing those bicycle cross crunchers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to twist and bring my knee up to my off elbow, okay? So this is the knee to elbow. And when I say 10, guys, that's 10 on each side, okay? So part of the mind-muscle connection in this exercise is the crunch part, okay? So don't just kind of bring your knee up to your elbow, okay, like that. I want your upper body to crunch down to your knee. All right? And you can blow out as you crunch down and bring your knee up. That's going to help with your breathing. All right, so those are the 5 exercises, okay? That's the correct form. All right, now I want you to follow along as I do all these back to back. And you're going to see how out of breath I get. All right, so guys, remember, this is a circuit style training. This is a cardio workout today. I want you all to be really out of breath, so I'm going to be out of breath, I promise. Follow along, and you're going to see, all right, how tough this is, even though these are relatively simple exercises. And I'm not having you do 20 or 30 reps, okay? So because we're going to do these back to back with as little rest as possible between exercises, you're going to get your heart rate way, way up. You're going to be really out of breath. And then that's what causes the high intensity part of the training. Now remember, if you haven't seen some of my previous videos where I discuss this concept, it creates something called the EPOC effect, and that stands for excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, all right? Long, boring term. Really think about it as something like the afterburn effect. And what I mean by that is, after we're done with this workout today, all right, and it's only gonna take about 10 minutes when you do 3 complete circuits, you're going to be out of breath. Your heart rate's going to be elevated. But after just 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to catch your breath, all right? Your heart rate's going to slow back down. But because this was such an intense workout, and we did it in such a short, compact period of time, it keeps your metabolic rate higher than it otherwise would be for many hours after we're done. That's kind of the beauty of this. You know, you can go back to your office and sit in front of the desk and get in front of the computer, you can take a shower, whatever. but you're going to continue to burn more calories throughout the next few hours than if you had just done boring steady state cardio. All right, if you just gotten on the treadmill or the bicycle and just done the same pace for 20 or 30 minutes, which is way longer than this workout, at the end of those workouts, your heart rate drops and your metabolic rate also drops back to its normal resting rate. Well, that is something we're going to alleviate with today's workout. All right, so the very first exercise, thrusters. Remember, I'm going to do 10 on every exercise. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, got to get down and do some bicycle cross crunches. All right, very little rest, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, back up. Let's do some 2-arm curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, getting a good pump. All right, let's knock out 10 push-ups here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. All right, stand up, knee to elbow, 10 per side, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, all right, so besides being out of breath, I'm feeling my heart rate really elevated, feeling a lot of lactic acid kind of building up, particularly in my upper body. And guys, that lactic acid, that burning feeling in your muscles, that's what we're shooting for. That's what makes it a high intensity interval training program and not your just boring steady state cardio. So, all right, just put a timer on it, guys. And if you're a beginner, you may need to rest 2 minutes before you do this circuit all over again. Remember, that's just one circuit. I want you to do 3 total. And the goal is to keep your rest between circuits to a minimum. And now, you saw me go through that circuit with 5 exercises, and I had basically no rest from exercise to exercise. I just transitioned from one to the other. Now, depending on your level of fitness, you may need to take 5 to 10 seconds maybe rest in between each exercise within the circuit, okay? That's cool. You got to start somewhere, guys. And then at the end of the circuit, you may need 2 minutes rest, okay, before you start all over again. But the goal is, write this down. Write all these exercises down, okay? And I want you to time yourself. How long did it take you to do all 3 circuits? Keep track of it, okay? And then do it again, all right, a few days later. And a few days later, and the next week, and the next week. So it's a great way to basically challenge yourself. And if you don't write these times down, you won't know how much you're progressing, all right? That's one of the things I tell guys on our Facebook page all the time. Take progress pics, because you're improving slowly but surely week after week, month after month, and you don't really realize how far you've come. So many of the guys that are doing my Fit After 50 program will send emails or post on Facebook saying they could only do 5 push-ups and they're feeling really depressed. Well, guess what? 2 weeks later, they're doing 12, 15 push-ups. I mean, in only 2 weeks. But track of it, they wouldn't realize basically how incredible and how quick your body changes, all right? So guys, 5 exercises. It only takes 10 minutes total to do 3 circuits, guys. And time yourself. I want you to see if you can beat your previous personal record. All right, now you may not be able to just kick ass and take names the very first time you do this, all right? Remember, it's designed for beginners, but if you stick with it and never give up on yourself, I promise you'll be able to master this HIIT routine and you're gonna love the way it makes you feel.